Welcome on the mic. This is your host, Micah Kennan, and I am pretty sure you guys already have the huge news. Let me fix my camera. The huge news that Ty Lue is going to be the next head coach for originally who I thought was going to win the championship, the Los Angeles Clippers. But I can't seem to find it on Instagram, but I know it happened. Ty Lue is the new head coach, and this video is going to be a simple reaction of that, basically. Make sure to please like and subscribe. We're rising, we're growing. You guys gave my Doc Rivers video up to like 800 views, 840 views, something like that. So thank you guys for that. Maybe we can get this video up there too. But anyways, like, subscribe. I do co-host on a show called The Breakdown. It's also on YouTube, so go check that one out too. And anyways, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now, how I feel about this signing is it's going to be a really short, because I don't really think there needs to be, I didn't think, this didn't come as a shock to me, especially considering that Ty Lue was on the coaching staff when Doc Rivers was still there, but now he's left. Ty Lue was still on the coaching staff, and I like the signing personally because Ty Lue has dealt with this level of talent before. Ty Lue, back in Cleveland, he had, LeBron James, Kevin Love, and Kyrie Irving. He didn't just deal with it. He came back from a 3-1 deficit against the Warriors and won the finals. So my first good reason for Ty Lue and for choosing Ty Lue is because he has experience with levels of talent. He has experience. He knows how to manage everybody on a team. He knows how to keep a very, very talented team full of very, very talented players together. He did that in Cleveland when Cleveland was down 3-1. I'm not in the locker room. Nobody watching this is probably in the locker room, but it's really hard to keep your team together when you're down 3-1 and it looks like the series is over. It's really hard to do that, and just combine the fact that you have a game against the opposing team right when you're down 3-1 where they can go and seemingly close it out. So yeah, he knows how to keep a team together. He knows how to manage that level of talent. That's what I like about the signing. Another thing, Ty Lue has been on the assistant coaching staff, which means that he has at least some experience with this team, and that's another thing I like about him. He's been with this team for a little bit. He knows what a lot of the players do. He knows their weaknesses. He knows their strengths. He even knows who the other players don't like, because on the team, lots of them don't like Paul George, and that's just that. Like, lots of them did not like Paul George. In the locker room, they were literally laughing at the man when he gave an inspirational speech. I think Paul George is going to get traded. But anyways, my point is, Ty Lue knows how this team operates. Ty Lue knows what this team does. Ty Lue knows that this team needs a leader. I don't care what you say, Kawhi Leonard is not a leader. He is that quiet sort of guy. He's that guy that's going to be the best player on your team, but he's not quite the leader. That's what he had. His little function seems to be a leading, very solid all-star level point guard, Yeah, Tony Parker, all-star level point guard, one of the best leaders in NBA history. Yeah, he didn't have the stats. Yeah, he didn't score 30 points a game, but he was a leader of that team. Basically, that whole Spurs team was fully like Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili. That team was together for a long time. Then you have the Raptors, and you're probably going to ask who was the leader on the Raptors. That guy is Kyle Lowry. Again, Kyle Lowry doesn't have the mega numbers, but this guy makes the All-Star game every year. There is a reason for that. There is a reason this guy makes the All-Star game every year. It's because he does something. He has something that I like to call the Chris Paul effect, or the LeBron James effect. When LeBron James, Chris Paul, or Kyle Lowry go to a team, that team is all of a sudden going to be contending. They're all of a sudden going to be really good. They're going to be a really good team. Notice that happened with Chris Paul this year. Chris Paul goes to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Everyone's talking about this team's not going to make the playoffs. They'd be lucky to win 30 games. Well, it turns out they make the playoffs and bring the Rockets with Russell Westbrook and James Harden to 7 games. That is what you call contending right there. That's what you call a winner. And that's how I see it. The Chris Paul effect, or the LeBron James effect, whatever you want to call it. when a certain person goes to a team, that team's going to be contending. And that's the same thing with Kyle Lowry. As long as Kyle Lowry is on the Raptors, they're going to be contending, and that's just that. Another example of my theory, LeBron, everywhere this man goes, he's contending. Before he left Cleveland the first time, they were contending. In 2007, they went to the finals to eventually get swept by a Spurs team. But the point is, LeBron James dragged the team, their second best player as Daniel Gibson, to the finals, which is absolutely crazy. LeBron James then goes to the Heat. The Heat were already contending, but they have had a couple down years at that point because, Shaq had left. He was out of his prime. LeBron goes, they contend, get to the finals once, lose, go twice in a row, and win twice in a row. Goes back to Cleveland, who, without LeBron James, they weren't really good. They had Kyrie Irving, who was a promising young star, a young stud, an all-star level point guard. LeBron James goes there, and in my opinion, made Kyrie Irving an even better player, a better point guard, and then pushes Cleveland into making the finals. Same with the Lakers. If LeBron doesn't get injured last year, Lakers probably get dragged into the finals. Who knows? But yeah, it's like the LeBron James and Chris Paul effect. Whatever team they go to, that team's going to be contending, and I feel like Kyle Lowry has that same effect. Same thing with all the better leading point guards. The point is that the recipe for a player like Kawhi Leonard, a player that has skill, has everything basically you want from a superstar. Skill, can play amazing defense, everything you want from that player. He has a little, he has something that works for him and for him. That's a leading star, not superstar, but leading star point guard, and that's what Kyle Lowry needs. And I hope and believe that Ty Lue, seeing this team for a year, is going to get that for him. Whether that come in the form of a point guard or a shooting guard, he just has to be a great leader on the team. Another reason I like Ty Lue, he's faced adversity. The dude came into Cleveland and won a championship. They were down. Everybody was doubting them in 2016. Everybody was like, oh man, Kyrie, maybe he won't be healthy. Oh man, Kevin Love, maybe he won't be healthy. Can this rookie coach, this new coach, get this team to the finals? And that was the adversity he faced. Goes in first round, second round, third round. You know how it went. You know the deal. Normal little LeBron James, Ty Lue duo round. Then he gets to the finals, goes down 3-1. Everybody's talking about, man, it's over. The Cavs aren't winning this championship, and that's that. This rookie coach, he's good, he's promising, but again, he's a rookie head coach. Can he get this team together to face adversity? That is exactly what he did in that 3-1 series lead. Goes in, wins another game, goes back to Cleveland, wins game 6, then goes back into Golden State, wins an away game, a very close away game in game 7. He's faced adversity before, and that's what I love about Ty Lue. In terms of the signing, I'm going to give this one a little grade. I give this signing an A. I think it's great to keep Ty Lue around, especially for the level of talent that this team has and the level of talent that he's dealt with in his career. I think this is an A+ signing. I think this is going to end up being a great signing for this organization. I love the signing. I hope Ty Lue has great success with his franchise. Chauncey Billups is going to be coaching next to him, so yeah. I think Chauncey Billups will make a great coach. He's a leader. He was a point guard, maybe a Hall of Fame point guard, but he was a point guard for the Pistons and the Clippers for a short period of time. But anyhow, that's how I feel about the situation. A+. I think that the Clippers are going to see a lot more improvement this year. I think they're going to be better at facing adversity, better at closing things out, and better balance between the amount of stars and scorers that they have. Anyways, that is the end of this episode. Voice is a little messed up, of course, but yeah, this is the end of this episode. Thank you for watching. I'm probably going to make another episode on the Lakers a bit later. It's been fall break. I've been trying to wind down, trying to just chill out. But of course, when the news comes out, my job is to get it to you guys, and I take pride in that job. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next episode.